Hi there, Ronnie here, coming at you with a video. RPGs, a review of 2019 for me and what I'm looking forward to in 2020. As I'm recording a series of videos on the last day of 2019. It's been an interesting year RPG wise. I haven't really bought much in the way of RPGs at all this year. That's partially due to the fact of my personal circumstances changing. I'll deal with that in another video. But also, I've really sort of focused on the games I have. So I've been running a lot of Savage Worlds and True 20. And so on. I'll get to the games I've been running in a minute. The only one I've picked up because it intrigues me is a generic system called Active Exploits, which intrigues me because it is a purely diceless system. And by diceless, I don't just mean it doesn't use dice, I mean it doesn't use any sort of randomizer whatsoever. It's attribute plus skill, trying to hit a target number. You also have some luck points that you can use to add to the your total to try and make the target. But those luck points are finite, and the GM decides when you get some back. So it's an interesting system. The only thing is, it doesn't really have any. Well, it doesn't have a lot of campaign settings for it, and it's very bare bones. What I have found is Precis Intermedia, who run it, who create it, they have some games like Iron Gauntlets and Hard Nova 2, Ghost Stories and Blood Shadows, which use their own particular system, but they can be used with Active Exploits. So I'm hoping at some point to pick those up. It's not going to happen anytime soon though, again because of personal circumstances. So what have I been doing this year role-playing wise? Well, I ran a sci-fi Last Parsec, and I also ran sci-fi for True 20 via a setting called Lux Aeternum. Running Shinetar at the moment, which is a Savage Worlds fantasy setting, and also Castle Falkenstein's back, because why not? It's my favourite system, so why wouldn't I? But I've been playing a lot this year as well. I played in some Dragon Age, which was fun. And I started playing in Phil, who runs who's part of the gaming group that's on Pair of Geeks, and I was playing in his D&D 5th game, but I had to pull out just for stuff that was happening away from gaming, and I'm kind of sad about that. So I'm hoping if Phil's running something else, I can get in on that one, because I'd like to. I've played in 2 Call of Cthulhu scenarios, one run by Jason and one run by Stephen. Very, very sort of different, as it should be. And both of them hugely enjoyable. I thoroughly enjoyed both games. We're currently playing a corporation run by Becky from Pair of Geeks. That's a whole different. Well, firstly because we're doing something a little different. We're playing corporation. I don't even want to call it the main. It's sort of the alpha game, if you like. But we're playing characters who are addicted to an online RPG, an MMO. And when we're playing the MMO, we're using an OSR system called Osric, which is essentially AD&D First Edition with all the serial numbers scratched off. So yeah, it's been fun, and that game is ongoing. So one of my sort of hopes for 2020, well, I'm going to run Blue Rose Age at my friendly local gaming store. I think that's going to happen. You know, that's a definite. I'm hoping to run active exploits in some fashion. I do have some of the campaigns that you can get specifically for active exploits. Though, as I say, they don't really cover the sort of mainstays of fantasy, sci-fi, and horror, which I'm hoping I will get in due course. But I'm intrigued to do it because it looks interesting. I would very much like to run a Song of Ice and Fire, but I'm in two minds. Not about running the game, but about whether I set it in Westeros or whether I port the system and make it about sort of medieval Renaissance Europe, because it would fit like a glove. Possibly more than Pendragon, which is another one that I'd consider running. I'd also like to do some one-shots again. I didn't do my annual RPG Christmas game this year, so I'd like to do some more one-shots. But yeah, that's the major plan. Keep playing. With the sort of Monday night online group where we're currently playing Corporation, everyone's taking turnabout with running games. So my turn's due, I think. I think I'm due. We'll see. And I've got to come up with something for that. Also, Stephen and David, who were Stephen was running the Call of Cthulhu game where I was playing with David. They're keen to continue as well, which I said I'd come up with something for that. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm keen to run something. So yeah, that's the state of play for my RPG gaming that's happened this year and my hopes for next year. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video.